Hey guys, my name is Alvin Jacques, or you may know me by my YouTube name, Mooshroom Xpert. If you guys are watching from YouTube, welcome. If you guys are watching from classes or anywhere on Discord or anything, welcome again. The topic of the show today is going to be about Power Rangers. If you're watching from YouTube, you probably already knew that, but everyone's new. We're just getting it out the way. But it's going to be about Power Rangers, and it's going to be my thoughts on the Hasbro era so far. A little preview. Our first topic will be about Beast Morphers, and then we'll transition into Dino Fury, and then we'll do our last topic about Hasbro and the future in general, and then we'll just wrap it up from there. My opinion on Beast Morphers. It's a tough one. A lot of the characters I enjoyed a lot. Some of the seasons were a bit raw. A lot of power packed into it. It's very good. I liked it. It was more similar to the Japanese counterpart, but I still enjoyed it the most. My opinion on people saying that Dino Charge is better than Beast Morphers. I completely disagree with that. I think that Beast Morphers beats Dino Charge by not a lot. They still win because of their season 1 was good, and then season 2 was better. Unlike Dino Charge, season 1 was good, but season 2 didn't do as good as the first one. But that's my opinion on the matter. I think that Beast Morphers is better on it. I think the characters are better in Beast Morphers. In Dino Charge, there's a few characters that I feel really got most of all the attention, which is Tyler, Ivan, Coda, Keeper, and Kendall. Those characters I feel like got the most focus and story aspect of everything. Riley didn't have much. Shelby had some, but it wasn't really character breaking or character growth. It was more of here's a problem, Shelby can't fix it, team motivates Shelby, then she fixes it. That's pretty much it. With Chase, wasn't really much character development. It was more of the same thing with Shelby, where there's a problem and Keeper tells Chase what to do and Chase does it. Riley didn't get much. Aqua Ranger came in and left. So Graphite Ranger had a good episode, and then when he became the Graphite Ranger, he had a even better episode, but that's my opinion on it. Silver didn't get much character development, more as I have another evil body and I can't do much. I'm sorry if I say a lot of I'm sorry, because it's weird. I'm thinking while still saying everything, so this is my first time doing everything, so it's I'm testing the waters. I feel this is fun though. I like it. Beast Morphers. Back to Beast Morphers on their characters. Devin had amazing character development. The way that he and his father had a stinging relationship, or a strange relationship through the whole season. It was good. It was like their father. It was father and son, but more. It didn't feel like father and son in a way. At times, it felt like Devin's father was just his guardian. It wasn't really his father. That was my opinion on it. That's how I felt on it. Ravi and Roxy, when they had their relationship and they had their whole problems, and how Ravi wanted her back in his life and he wanted everything to be set correct and right. That was so interesting to me. And it kind of took my eyes away from the main story of defeating the main villain, but not excessively. It let everything just roll out and be balanced, safe. Zoe, I forgot her name because I keep thinking of her actual actor's name. But Zoe is amazing. Zoe's amazing. Her character is just so up in the air, just hippity, and it's amazing. Just the way that she just captures the audience, and just, even though like sometimes her acting can be a little bit flat at times, it's still manages to balance out and work out in the end. Now we have Nate. Nate, in my opinion, is a good character. I just never enjoyed that he became the Gold Ranger himself. They did foreshadow it, so I kind of was expecting it. I just didn't enjoy that he was the Gold Ranger out of maybe like someone else, maybe a stowaway on the actual Avatar world, like someone who actually was in the Avatar world and comes out and then explains to the other Rangers who the Avatar is, and then Nate has a problem with it because he's technically the nerd, so he's supposed to know all this, but he doesn't. So that's my only opinion on it. Was it cool? Yeah, I enjoy Nate. He wasn't in your face. He wasn't cocky or snark. He was just smart and knew how to get things done. My only problem was that he became the Gold Ranger. We go to Steel, and Steel is probably the best character in the whole show, or one of the best Rangers in the whole show, because Steel is always happy, always go lucky. Even though there's some episodes where he's sad because he wants to be human because he's a robot, but it still felt natural. So he wanted to understand why everyone was human, why everyone was the way that they were. He wanted to get it and understand it, which is totally normal. The only problem was at the ending, he actually became human, which I never enjoyed. I never liked. Him being human kind of ruins the character a little bit, because then it takes the aspect of him now being human, because all you're going to talk about is how he enjoys being human and nothing really else. There's no goal after that. But overall, all the characters in Beast Morphers, in my opinion, beat Dino Charge. My thoughts on the ending, or the finale, or how the show ended, I enjoy the ending. The final episode I watched, they're not on Netflix yet, but I did watch the on Nickelodeon when they first premiered, and the Australian version. I watched them twice. So when I seen them, how do I put it into words? It was different, but not so different. It wasn't like Dino Charge different, where we just broke off into a whole nother universe, or a whole other dimension where dinosaurs are not extinct now. I like Beast Morphers' ending of them showing that he's showing that Evox is vengeance, or is Vengeance, and I said vengeance. Showing that Evox is Vengex, and going through that whole story arc of everything. But it was good. I liked it. Him being the only problem was still being human again. Much people may call me slack for that, but that's just my opinion on it. I didn't enjoy him being human. It wasn't cool. It wasn't really anything interesting. Now, our second topic for the day is Dino Fury. Dino Fury, I am very, very, very excited for. One, because I love Ryu Soldier, the Japanese counterpart. But they're changing a lot of things. My one minor complaint is it's feeling like a bootleg Ninja Steel. They're bringing back Mick, and they're making the power souls, or the power cells, or the power keys, whatever they call it. I don't know the name yet. I probably should have searched it up before. But they are making that like a Ninja Steel, or a Power Star, or an Energem. They're making it the main focus of why everyone is going for them. I will read all the descriptions for the Rangers and a few villains. We have Zato, the Red Ranger. Zato is an alien from the planet Rafcon. He has been on Earth since the time of the dinosaurs, frozen in a status. After he's revived, he leads the Dino Fury Power Rangers in hopes of stopping evil forces that destroyed his planet from destroying Earth. So, I feel like Zato is going to most likely be the one who has all the power keys. And he shows them, there's photos. I can't really show the photos. But you know what I'm going at. Where in the actual, there's a rock, where in the rock, he looks at it, and it looks like all the dinosaur rocks. And I feel like that's where they revive Zato, and then Zato explains of who the evil forces are, and then he gives them the power keys. We have Ollie the Blue Ranger. Ollie is confident, logical skeptic who's never afraid to share his opinions and always needs to prove he's right. Growing up, he traveled the globe with his mom. There you go. Dr. Akuna. He's Hawaiian in the show, if I'm honest. Ollie doesn't believe that there's anything that can't be proven or explained by science. Archaeologist. There we go. Said it correctly. Ha. Now, I feel like Ollie's just going to be the brains of the operation. No pun intended. That's just my opinion on it. I feel like he's just going to be the nerd or smart-witted. Everything is more smart-based for him, so everything has to be explained. We have Amelia, the go-getting journalist with a passion for paranormal. Amelia works at the internet media agency BuzzBlast. She's well known in the Pine Ridge, that's the name of the new city now, as the person you come to if anything weird happens. Her enthusiasm seeps into everything she does, much to the amusement. Sorry, I can't read today. I apologize deeply. Of her friends and coworkers. I feel like Amelia is going to be the one who usually figures out the monsters' locations, because she's very go-getty with the paranormal stuff. So I feel like she'll be more excited and fascinated by everything. But that's my opinion on it. We have Javi. Javi is a free-spirited musician who can be quiet at times, focusing his energy on his creative process and artistic endeavors. Though he loves music, he can't settle on just any style or instrument. His stepsister Izzy is his biggest supporter and is the most important person in his life. Javi, I don't like how they have to use. They already had Ravi, and then they had Javi. I didn't really like it, but it's a name. It's just a name. I can't really do anything. Their last name, I don't really still enjoy. They could have had Cortez or Gonzalez, and they didn't have to use Garcia again. They already had Antonio from Samurai, so there's no point for them to do it again. But in my opinion, I feel like Javi's just going to be the musician of the show. He's, like it says, he's just going to be there, more quiet, not really much to say. When he does say stuff, it's going to be important. It's not really. That's my thoughts on him. Now we have his sister, Izzy, the Green Ranger. Izzy is highly competitive and ambitious athlete. She pushes herself to the limits and never gives up, even when the stress is overwhelming. She's close with her stepbrother, Javi. So, in the Japanese counterpart, Black and Green, they're actual siblings. But in Power Rangers, Black and Green are actually step-siblings. I prefer that they weren't step-siblings. I mean, I did guess on one of my Twitter posts that they were going to be step-siblings or they were going to be half-siblings. I prefer that they were half-siblings. That would have made more sense for me, or that they were just both adopted into the same family. That would have been more interesting to me, instead of them actually being step-siblings. Step-siblings, it's weird because step-siblings don't usually have the same last name, unless they tell their guardian to adopt them, and they legally change their last name. Maybe they'll explain it, maybe they won't. That's just how I feel on it. Am I excited? Yeah. I feel like they all have a good dynamic with each other. Now, my favorite villain, and I'm only going to talk about one villain because I don't really feel like talking about the others, especially in the time frame that we have. The podcast, I don't want it to be long, but I don't want it to be short. I want it to be, a nice, good pace. We have Void Knight. Void Knight is an armored alien warlord who crashed on Earth many years ago. He is intent on using the power of the supercharged Sporks for his own personal benefit. So the Sporks, I feel like, are the villain. They're not actually the power keys, because they would call the power keys, and the Sporks something else, but related to them. I feel like the Sporks are the monsters. The only reason why I think of that is the word porridge, and porridge is like a soup-like. It's soup. I don't know why it's soup-like, but it's soup. And then if you look at the the slime villain. I don't think he has a name yet, but he looks like soup when he turns to slime and it just drops to the floor and it makes like a soupy path on the floor. So that's why I thought of Sporks as Porridge, as that type of thing. It's really weird. I know. Most of you are probably laughing at it. I know. It's okay. But my opinion on the show, I really hope season 1 is good. There's going to be 2 seasons. That's what I've heard of from the stunt workers. Not from what I heard of, but what I saw from a shirt on Instagram. It said season 28 and 29. I feel that the show's going to be good. Do I want it to be better than Beast Morphers? Yes, because then it makes a good platform or a good foundation for the actual first season of Hasbro. Because even though Beast Morphers is labeled the first season of Hasbro, it's technically not. It's still in the bubble of the Neo Saban because all the producers are from the Neo Saban era. The only thing is that the trademark and the toys are all owned by Hasbro. So Dino Fury is our first full-on all Hasbro producers. There's another stunt worker from Disney who used to work on the Disney era shows coming back to help the Rangers and all their stuff. I feel like I'm going to be excited for it. I really hope Mick doesn't stay for the whole show because then it's going to be a bummer. I really hope a lot of fans want them to bring back the Ninja Steel team up with Ninja Storm Red and Alien Red. I don't see it happening only because they would have to get the movie rights for Ryu Soldier to make it fit into the season. It would have to be Void Knight takes the Rangers to a different planet, traps them, and then Mick needs backup to get them out. And you already destroyed the monster that was used in Ninja Steel to do the team up, so I don't see them doing it unless Void Knight revives them. So that's my opinion. I feel like it's going to be a good season, especially the first season. I feel like it's going to be good. I don't have too many doubts. I'm 50-50 with everything. I know it has a chance to be bad because of Power Rangers. It's still Power Rangers, so they're still probably going to throw a curveball. But I still have hopes for it being good because that's just how I am. Now, our last topic is going to be Hasbro itself and the future of Hasbro, and how I feel about Hasbro now and the status of Power Rangers as a franchise as a whole. In my opinion, I feel that Hasbro is in a good spot. They have now Dino Fury, which was a hit in Japan. The toys are going to be a hit in America, especially the figures, in my opinion, and how we're going to mix match like the armors and stuff, or unless they make a good thing, or we're just going to have Rangers with the armor sculpt on them, so we can't really switch. I really hope they don't do that. I hope they put an armor on the actual figure so that you can actually mix match on the others. But I'm not a toy marketer. I don't know really the specs or the ins and out on it. But Hasbro, I feel like they have a good thing going with the TV show. I feel they have a good thing going with the comic book. The comic book is severely better than the TV shows. They go more into depth and is more passionate for the more older audiences. And I fall into that category where I like Power Rangers still, but I'm still an older fan. I like the older stuff more. I like where they keep continuity, but don't overdo it. Make a season its own identity, but still don't blow it out the water. My thoughts for the future. The future after, I feel like, I'm going to say this right here, just on the record, I feel like the next adaptation for Power Rangers, if they go for the next adaptation, would be Q Ranger. I feel like Q Ranger will be the 30th anniversary, because there's going to be a lot of Rangers, so you can expect a lot of endeavors with those Rangers. You can have a Ranger from KO35, or a Ranger from Marinoid, or a Ranger from Earth itself, or a Ranger from a whole different planet. And all these Rangers come together from all these different planets, and they form a union or a unison, and then they go fight the actual bad guy. I feel like that would be a cool, interesting story. Look out on my YouTube channel for Power Rangers Astro Force. That's going to be my American adaptation fan opening of the show, and I kind of dive into my I kind of reveal my opinion or my how I feel like it should be adapted. Do I feel like Astro Force should be the name? No. It's too basic, and it will probably be like Stellar Stars. Something, it would have to be usually Astro. I feel like Astro was the most basic name. The Force was just to put in Force because they always use Force. I couldn't think of another name that would fit them. We could, I mean, with Beast Morphers, they had Morphers in the name, which is plural. So I could see them just say Astro Stars, but it's whatever. I have no real challenge on the name. But I feel that that's going to be the next adaptation with Q Ranger. I do believe that they might go animated. They might have Power Rangers Dino Fury as not as their second main point of actual television. They might have now. They might go back. I feel like they will most likely have the 2 seasons for every other season now, unless they really want to go for 1 season. I feel like they're gonna have if they go animated and still want to do the live action stuff. I feel like it would have to be they do season 1 and then animate 1 whole season for a new Power Rangers reboot, and then go back to shoot season 2 for that season for that live action show, and then for that break again, go do animation. The only problem would be it would have to be 2 different teams. So it would have to be like the live action people have their own section, and they just tell the people of the animators, here's when we're done, here's when you can go put your stuff, go release your stuff. I feel like it should be good that they actually animate, because then we'll have Power Rangers, we'll have the first season, and then we have the hiatus. So they upload. But I'll backtrack. Let me backtrack on that. I feel that they should have the first full 20 episodes all out in a row, then have the full hiatus until February. And in that full hiatus, they should have the animated series going up. And then, so Power Ranger fans are still hooked on Power Rangers and they still have something to watch while the other season is on hiatus. And then when the next year comes around in February and they have the next season, then they have the full, they do it again. So they have the other 20 episodes, and then they do another season of the anime. It might be a little bit slower for some people. I feel like some people would like them to just put them all together, or just have one episode is Dino Fury, or is that's live action season, and then another episode of the animation, and then switch back and forth every week. I don't see it working because the animation most likely would have a longer episode run. It would probably have like 30 episodes a season or 20 episodes a season, but like 1 hour episodes. I feel like it's just how it would be. That's my thoughts on the future of Power Rangers at the moment. I don't see them. If they do Q Ranger, there's a chance that they will not do a team up at all with any of the Rangers, or unless they want to do something like Dimensions in Danger, where they just pull like random Rangers from the past. Preferably, I hope that they bring at least 2 Rangers from the Hasbro era. It could be one from Beast Morphers and then one from Dino Fury, or 2 from Beast Morphers or 2 from Dino Fury, whatever. Just have 2 people from Hasbro that the kids and the people will remember, and that then they can bring back the old Rangers for more of the old heads of the show, like myself, and then they can feel nostalgic on everything. I still feel like Power Rangers do good, only for toy sales mostly, but other than that, I don't feel like they have anything else to give at the moment. Their shows are lacking more in the writing department. It's improving slowly. We're getting back in the groove of how Power Rangers write. In the Neo Saban era, it was mostly filler and mostly bad jokes, or let's explain things in a minimal aspect of the actual show. I never enjoyed it. I never liked it. I wish they explained more stuff, just got more into it, got in the groove of everything, and just showed their admiration for the show. Do I want the show to succeed? Of course. I'm a Power Rangers fan. to the end. Everything, I will always love Power Rangers since Power Rangers have lifted me up in so many ways. And that's just how it is. I'm always going to support them. I'm always going to love what they do. I might give my 2 cents on everything and be mad like everyone else in the fandom. But we're all human. We all get triggered. We all get hit by something from the show. Do I think that Dino Fury will do good? Yes. Knowing from Beast Morphers, Beast Morphers was good. The only problem was they had Neo Saban producers. So for them to do good on a Hasbro on a full on Hasbro project, it's up in the air. But I'm still 50-50. I'm more leaning towards it being successful because of Beast Morphers. Anyways, you guys, that's my opinion on my 3 topics, or my opinion on Power Rangers right now at the current state that it is. Thank you guys for hearing the whole spleesh of my opinions or my topics or anything that I've done. If you guys have any questions, please leave it down in the comments if you're watching from YouTube, or if you're watching from my class, shoot me a message. Most of you guys have my number, or Snap, or Instagram, one of those. Just shoot me a message. Please, if you're from YouTube, please check my Patreon. That's where I get most of my income from. I haven't gotten a lot of income. I'm mostly getting $1, $2 every 2 to 3 months. But I'm getting shot down by YouTube on creative copyright claims left and right on topics or on things that don't really use Power Ranger footage, and I'm getting shot down by it. So if you guys would really like to support me, just check out my Patreon. That's the best way to help me out in this type of situations. I don't have a job. I'm still stuck in high school. I'm still in the swing of things, so I'm just taking it day by day. But anyways, enough about me. It's about Power Rangers. Always has been. Always will be. My name is Alvin Jacquez, or my name is Mooshroom Xpert, and may the power protect you all.